Hello everyone, welcome to Rogue Legacy 2, which I don't think I'm going to do many videos of. It might just be one. I don't know that this game is really a great format for my channel, but it is a game. I enjoyed the original, and I've played an hour or so on a different save file of the sequel, and it seems good. You know, it calls itself a roguelite, which, you know, whatever. It's like a 2D combat platformer thingy. And yes, it is like kind of a little bit permadeath. You know, it's single player and you get far enough and you die, but it's got this like, you know, meta progression upgrade system in between runs that is kind of a big focus. So really, you know, unless you're an astonishingly good player, could win the game on their first go without any upgrades. At least in Rogue Legacy 1, I assume that's true here. Oh, I can fast forward, but you guys can read this stuff. But really, the way you play is you play runs and you do as well as you can, and then when you die, you get some upgrades, and then you're a bit stronger next run. But they also scale the enemy strength, so it's not that bad in terms of, like, I don't know. The game doesn't get easy, ever, I think. But it's, you know, it's kind of your, like, classic 2D platformer thing. And they have a... Oh, God, are we going to read all the lore? Why not? Here you go. You guys can pause if you want to actually read the lore. I've already read it, and I'm not going to read it out loud. But there it is. The kind of gimmick that they have, that they call it Legacy, is like each new character is supposedly an heir of your previous characters, but they really bear no relation, aside from the upgrades that you picked up. Oh, I was supposed to block. That's what they were telling me. But they have no relation, so it's really just like... And the characters have quirks, which they flavor as, like, genetics things. But there's nothing actually, like, inherently genetics related at all. So that's kind of the game's quirk. I don't know why it... Oh, whatever. Yeah, so I don't totally understand still what this aerial recovery thing is. Like, yes, if you get hit in the air, you can tap A or dash and you, like, get your jump back or something. Oh, that didn't work out so hot. Oh, but I guess it didn't do damage to me anyway? I guess they don't do damage to me in the tutorial. Anyway, the combat, I think, is, you know, pretty good. You know, the jumping is nice. The game feels good to play. And the sequel, as I have so far discovered, does increase the variety of runs a lot compared to the original. The different characters you get, you know, I think there's something like 10 classes in this one that you can play as, and you unlock them as you get a bit more experience. And I can attest, they do feel substantially more different than the classes in the original. So every... Oh, yeah, Holy Guard's more mana. Every character gets a skill ability and a spell ability. And the skill generally is, like, fixed for a class. Like, am I a warrior or a knight? What am I? I'm a knight. So knights have better stats, or HP and mana anyway, and their skill is the shield, which, you know, blocks damage either partially or fully, depending on how well you use it. You know, other classes have different skills, but the spell is sort of random. Oh, I can't believe I didn't get hit there. The spell is kind of random per character. I think the first run is going to be a long one, by the way. Kind of messy up there, huh? What even is my spell? Fireball, right? Of course. That should help. Two fireballs is fine. I don't need to save my mana that much. You get mana back for hitting enemies with your sword. So, or with your weapon, which for the knight is a sword. But like, I think every class has a different weapon, which is a big change from the original, where everyone had a sword and just had slightly different quirks about how they, you know, what their stats were, or some. And they did have skills in the original, but the classes were not very distinct. I don't like this too much. There we go. Crit. Why am I getting crits? I mean, like, it's a thing that happens occasionally. Oh, no, those weren't. Only the first one of those was a crit. Yeah, so you can see I'm back at full mana here. You do get... Oh, man, first hit. Alright. You do get a decent amount of mana to play with. Especially, I suppose, as a knight who gets good mana. Being just kind of a boring vanilla character. What? I dashed? I had... Oh, right. I haven't gotten far enough in the game to unlock air dash yet. Okay. I got that on my first character when I was playing off camera, so I imagine we'll run into it before too long. There's these, like... The way they avoid overloading you with too many features at the beginning is they put, like, kind of unlockable, complicated abilities behind heirlooms. An heirloom is, like, just, I don't know, unlockable feature of the game. Why did I get my jump back there? I don't think that should have really happened. Wait, why did I even... I hate this room. I hope I never have to go back through there. Anyway, heirlooms are just like area... Oh, there should be one here, right? Ah! This is the one that teaches me about dashing in the air, I think? Okay, so it's just kind of like whatever... Or maybe... No, Aesop is... Okay, so you don't get the heirlooms in the same order. This is the heirloom I got third. Which I actually didn't get on my first character. It kind of takes you into this secondary area. Yeah, let's go. Where, you know, you get your health refilled and so on, but then you go... They give you a new skill and, you know, a set of rooms to teach you to use that skill properly. These things here... Okay, I don't think we ran into any of them before, but I had run into several, and before getting the ability to use them, and I was like, what are these all about? So these are little, like, hints in a room, basically, or plot lore stuff. So if there's only two choices, there must be... If there's two bad choices, there must be a third, basically, and these look like bad choices. And in fact, there's a secret third choice, which is let's just go through the floor. There you go. The music in this area reminds me of Celeste as well. And this one teaches you, hey, you know, maybe enemies are enemies are just opportunities, right? I mean, you can't jump up high enough, right? But you can like do that. And so when I got that hit, I was like, oh, that's a pretty cool technique I would not have thought of without this room. So thanks for teaching me. So that wasn't something we needed the ability in this room, in this area to do, but this room taught you that it's a thing you should consider. Oh, I tried to air dash again and very nearly just fell off a cliff. Yeah, there's nightmares. Nightmares are kind of these things here, and they make this like red circle, and if you attack while in a red circle, it attacks. But if you don't, it leaves you alone. I'm bad. I'm not sure what I was supposed to do about that one. I think there was something good, but not what I did. I think it was easier last time I was here because I had a different weapon that could reach at range. I guess I could have used my shield. Anyway, and so it also teaches you if you walk next to a nightmare, you can turn it off. So that's cool, I guess. But they're not all reachable. Oh, thanks for the chicken. Okay, now we have to actually fight in an area with nightmares, but again, we can turn them off. Why did I charge into him? Incredibly, I did enough damage to kill him in one go, so it was fine. Oh, yeah, I should have looked more carefully, but I'm busy talking on YouTube. There's a nightmare here, so we can't really attack these guys, or we could, but it's a little inconvenient. But we can use these disappearing platforms to get them to die on their own. Alright, see you guys. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Why did I fall on the spikes myself? I know... That is to say, I know why my actions had that consequence. I don't totally agree with my decision to take those actions. I don't think there's a way to get to that nightmare without, like, double jumps or something, which I definitely don't have. Right, a lot of fireballs, though, please. Because it's only one attack that does a ton of damage, right? Okay, yeah, that was dumb. Don't back up there. Anyway, so we made it through. And now all future characters are going to have the ability to look at these memories. Including this character, of course. Oh, sorry, I scrolled through so fast you would have to be frame perfect to even read the message, I think. And then if you get to one of these areas on a future run where you already like have the insight, then instead there's a choice of relics here. And I think the relics are a cool system that would have been nice to have in the original, and I'm glad they're here. I hate you! Because, like, these things, right? I don't know, I could have tried to fight them on solid ground, but I wasn't really anywhere near solid ground, so I'm not sure what I was supposed to do about it. Okay, here's a Curio, I think these are called? Or no, it's a blessing. This is a blessing of strength. Okay, sure. So, blessings give you a weapon switch, or switch spells, or switch talents, which is your skill. And do they all give you extra resolve, or what's the deal? No. You switch weapons and also get more weapon damage. So I've never used this weapon before. It looks like probably slightly worse range, but also hitting projectiles with it bounces them, which is kind of fun. The range is okay. It doesn't reach as high above you, and it's a bit slower, it looks like. But swapping back, I'm not going to try to grind out all the... I can't dash in midair. Just tried to, doesn't work. I'm still not used to that. Alright, we gotta... So that's like one of the meta upgrade things you can spend coins on. Oh, there's nothing up here. I thought there would be something. What is this? Oh, that must be an area... That must be an exit to the like, basement area. This place is way too dangerous. And it's like saying, you really should not come in here. You can, if you want. You can smash this stuff if you have something that can attack below you. I did that once on purpose just to see what was there. And it was like, yep, it's a really difficult area, and you can't leave, so that was cool. I did it once accidentally because I had some equipment that made it hard to avoid dealing damage. And then I very quickly died. So the original Rogue Legacy... Wait, are there more areas here? Oh, there is. I missed them. The original Rogue Legacy had 4 areas. Apparently this one has 6. So that's kind of cool, I guess. I've so far... I mean, each area has a boss as well. This thing, like, bounces enemies into the air quite effectively. So far I haven't beaten any of the bosses. I only tried the first boss once. And I had, I feel like, a pretty strong character, even though it was only like my second or maybe third run. So I got like halfway through his health bar before I perished. Why? Oh, I can stand on this. I was like, how come there's an exit up, but I didn't see any way to get up? Just get to stand on there, I guess. Wow, you dashed really far. The frying pan has a really long, like, I don't know what you call it, lead time, wind-up time? Okay, here's another, what are we learning this time? Oh my god, the like, old-timey hast and thous are just so bad. They're like, okay, I think it's kind of silly and cringy to use them at all, but whatever, if you want that to be part of your theme, I won't object too much. But, like, spell it right. Jeez. I think this place is teaching me air dodge, right? Yeah. So, thank you for that. They just, like, throw in random apostrophes in places that make no sense. Also use the wrong words sometimes. It's just really dreadful in that character's dialogue. Okay, these guys I hate. Knock it off. Like, I knew I hated them already from before, but I'm still doing worse than expected in this room. The frying pan is not bad here, though. I don't know. It's fine. Trying to avoid giving him a chance to hit me. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay. Yeah, and those guys shoot through walls, so we best get moving. Ha! Bonk! Reflected our first projectile. Very good. Okay. Now... you can dash over there and then bounce off the thing, but I don't think you can dash again. We haven't unlocked that yet, although we will. I'm just gonna chuck a fireball at him. There you go. I think this is the last little room of this area, I believe. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Okay, that room, I don't know, barely counts. There weren't really any challenges there. Thou est, right? Thou hast, maybe. Thou'st? Could you have said thou'st? Maybe? Thou hath, thou hast? I always forget. Hast is second person, hath is third person, right? So thou hast would be correct. Thou est is like, it just makes no sense. And I really, by the way, also in this game appreciate that there's a way to recharge your mana reliably. In Rogue Legacy 1, it just felt so bad to ever use spells. Like, because you never knew, like, how much more mana you would get, and every spell felt precious, so if you played, like, the Archmage, it was just like, well, your special ability is you can't do anything. Wow. I don't know, there was some kind of way to regain mana or something, but I don't even remember what it was. Oh, here's the boss. I don't know, we could head in there, but I think I'll get clobbered if I go in on my, without increasing the character strength at all. We're only going for 20 minutes? Alright. And these are the little teleporters, right? So we could go back to a place we've been before. So that's how we unlock the door to the boss. I don't know. If we clear out the castle in this run, then I guess why not? I'll go have another look at the boss. I don't really expect that I will. But, actually I take that back. It would not be a big surprise to me if I did. I'm talking just about the first area, not about, like, all 6. Oh, I hoped I might get him. Oh my god, look at me juggle. And this is lore? Yes. Lamech is the boss of this area. I'm reasonably certain. So, like I said, you know, pause if you want to read the lore, but it's fine. What is that to my left? I guess just a room I've already been to with treasure I've already gotten? Yes, there was an heirloom there. Oh, he jumped back at me because of the spikes. I hate those little knife guys. Got him though. Do I dare? There we go. I do dare, it turns out. Set him on fire with his own bone there. This guy I don't like very much. Let's just leave him alone. It's not really a good way to get to him. No, fine. Eat shit. Why would you dash there? You could have easily landed on some spikes. Alright, yeah, there's still more castle left. Go northwest, southwest. Really, it's up in this case, but I'm used to reading maps as... you know, maps. That's gonna hurt. No, he doesn't seem to mind. Yeah, maybe we'll do at least 2 runs, I guess, so you can see, like, the effect of upgrading. I don't think it's especially visible, but it does unlock, like, more classes you can play as, and, yeah, we're going west here. And you'll get to see the air selection screen. I laughed out loud when I saw, the changes they'd made to one of the traits, quirks, or whatever, that oh, nice shot, dude! That a class can have. In the original, there was a trait called IBS that was like your character farts a lot, and it didn't really have. I thought I could get through that. Didn't really have any mechanical impact. It was just like it rendered farts on occasion for no reason. And they changed it. No jumping. Okay, let's have a look. No jumping. I see. It's going to teleport me up to the top, and I have to get down to the bottom without jumping, probably. Anyway, they changed it so that IBS replaced... They call it Super IBS, and it replaces the talent your character ordinarily gets, and replaces it with, like, a gigantic fart that gives them an extra jump. It's like, okay, cool. So it was a trait that did something. We'll give it a try. I'm probably not going to... No? Oh. I thought this might be the way up, because I don't see any way I could get through this without jumping. I just must not have the, like, ability that would be relevant here. So I guess we'll just leave. Yeah, so this room has failed now. Like, how could you do this? You must have, like, I don't know, in Rogue Legacy 1 there was some flying thing which didn't count as jumping that you could have. Okay, these are gonna be spikes that go off if you go near them, right? This doesn't look too bad, right? What's the problem? You can see my mouse? Yeah, so you can go, like, up through here to here is fine. When you come down here, the problem is going to be you're going to want to pick up the gold, but you can't stand on the ground for very long. So I think you come in here, like, when you get to here, you jump up and dash to the left wall, fall, pick this up, jump to here, without picking up the goodies, and then come back down to get the goodies and make another loop. I think it's worth a shot. Okay, very little treasure in there, but I'll take it, I guess. Oh, I like the background of those things. Oh, now, okay, here's the thing. I've never actually gone in there. I don't know what it is. Some kind of difficult fight? Let's see what's down here first, because I think we're pretty close to finishing the castle. Yeah, this... Oh, there's another room right there and there. Oh, hey, don't try to sneak up on me, buddy. What? I don't think I should be seeing those guys on my first character. Apparently I should. Can I swing those back at you? Or are they too big? I guess they're too big. I want you to go to hell. Okay, I can. So whatever he's protecting, we can have a crack at getting here. Okay, those... Probably no dice on shooting them back, huh? Alright, it's just a treasure chest, but decent amount of money. Alright, well, while we're here, let's head in, right? I'm not gonna walk all the way back to, like, explore this area and then come back. So this may be where we die, we'll see. Okay, just a lot of enemies, or what? This should, I mean, the fireball should hit them through the wall, right? Yeah. This is no problem. Assuming we don't get more enemies, question mark? But of course we do. Oh, I thought he might get hurt by being pushed into the spikes, but apparently not. Get out! I hate you! Oh! Every time you parry, your next hit is a crit. Is that correct? Or not parry, but use the... Yeah, that's what the little icon on my head means. My weapon is glowing to deal crits. Hadn't noticed that. Alright, well that room wasn't too bad, but there's another room now. Okay, yeah. That'll take care of all that room. Oh, I hate you both. Die. Go away. Okay, use up a lot of mana there, but that's what it's for. Oh no, I don't like this at all. These guys aren't that... Oh, I haven't seen that one before. They're not, like, my favorite guys, but they're not that bad, necessarily. Just keep them at bay with the old trusty frying pan. Ah, jumped into that one. Alright. Too tough to keep track of them all on screen. So, we got most of the castle cleared out, but not all of it. You can see my somewhat like back and forth path and all this stuff. So then you get to pick, you can also, I guess, like look at your previous characters. Sir Lee, I guess, was the... That's weird. Who is this? How can I view this person? More details than just their name. Because I think Lady Ruth is like who we went through the tutorial with, right? Maybe Sir Lee was like an ancestor that's part of the lore. Anyway, so all of the characters we can pick are knights, because we haven't unlocked anything else, but we will in a moment. I played one game with Pacifist. It is absolutely horrible. You're not allowed to deal damage. That's the perk. The really bad perks in this game give you extra gold collected, so if you are adept at dodging enemies, this could be plausible, but, like, for real? No thanks. Vegan, I assume you can't eat the chickens that show up. IIB muscle fibers? I don't know if that's good or bad, and I don't know what IIB is. Oh, and it shows you the different traits we get. I'll just take the normal one with Windwall. We're gonna switch classes to a new one that we unlock. So you sort of build up your... This castle is a visual representation of the upgrades you've gotten. Yes. So we'll play this one as a ranger. And open up some of the ways to get other kinds of upgrades, the kind of basic stuff. You know, training dummy, sure. Trophy room, yeah, we're not leveled up enough. So, let's go see about these upgrades. Did I get any runes? I don't remember. No, right? No, does this just come pre-available? Because it was also available in my first game, and I don't remember having found it. Don't really need Magnesis. And we found at least, like, a couple of leather items, right? So there's, like, oh, really? Scholar helm and so on. Okay, we don't want that. A leather helm is fine. Leather chest is fine. So, there's this, like, your weight capacity, and I guess the percentage of it that you have used up is, affects your armor category. We're in light right now because we're not wearing any stuff. So this is what gives you, for 10 weight, gives you 2 vitality, gives you 7 armor for 25 weight. I don't know, sure, we'll try it. Oh, I can't afford it. Did I get this one? No. Oh, good, I managed to spend all my money, more or less. I don't really want to upgrade any of their classes right now because, I guess it's fine. It offers to let you switch. I was kind of trying to save the kind of ability to switch for the future, but I guess I might as well save the money. You lose all the money when you leave. So we'll switch. We'll unlock mages, and I think I'm gonna just stick with warrior or ranger for now for this run. And we'll run it back, one more. So, Rangers, here, we'll go talk to the training dummy a bit. Rangers shoot like that, and if you time it right, you get a guaranteed crit, which is nice. I definitely do not always succeed at timing it right, even when that's all I'm focusing on. It's a pretty narrow window. Their skill is quite nice, which is you can create a little platform to stand on that lasts for a few seconds, and everything you shoot while on this platform gets, I don't know exactly what it is, but something like poison. And what is my spell? Okay. It blocks large projectiles even. Okay. I assume it does some damage, right? But not very much. Alright, well, we'll just give Karen the rest of our money here and get a move on. And then, of course, it randomly generates a new castle and so on for you, so knowing where stuff was before is not helpful. Although, just like in Rogue Legacy, the original... you can unlock there's a castle upgrade you can get where you can pay the architect to give you back the same castle you had last time. You get substantially reduced gold payoffs if you do this, but it can be a way to, like, if there was some other unlock that was easy to get to, you can have another castle where it's easy to get to, and then pick the right character to get it more easily, for example. I mean, so far, by the way, I think all the classes that I've played, A, feel pretty different, and B, all feel pretty strong, which, you know, means I don't know which ones of them are relatively strong. But it does mean that, like, they're fun, because they feel strong. This guy definitely does more damage than the knight. And if you've got good aim, you can take care of a lot of stuff without getting into danger. But, if, of course, you know, you've seen archers in games before, right? If they get near you, you're in a bit of trouble. What? A fairy chest? What are you doing here? There's no, like, fairy objective in this room. Like the one that said, get through here without jumping or whatever. Those are fairy chests. I don't know what kind of chest that was. Maybe it's just, like, a large chest that happened to appear in the same room as a normal chest somehow? I don't really understand. Whoops. Press the wrong... Wow! I accidentally shot that guy. I fired off my little platform when I meant to shoot a wall of air at him. Anyone else in here? Looks like no. We'll just get closer. I'm clearly not so good at aiming there. Oh, what am I even doing? I have this. It doesn't cost mana, it's just like on a cooldown. So I should use it pretty freely, and I'm just still not totally used to using stuff freely. Alright, what's your deal? Lose no health. I'm pretty sure I'm a good enough platformer for that. I think I did this room actually in my last run. It's a little tricky. Yeah, no problem. So we got a rune. These are the things that the Enchantress can give you that are kind of a different category of equipment than what you can buy from the blacksmith. Mana potions. Restore a percentage of your max health and armor? What even is armor in this game? Also, I somehow, like, fell on those spikes while trying to pick that stuff up, which, okay, I made a mistake. But then I didn't take any damage from it, so I'm not sure what was up with that. Whoa, I didn't even see you there, man. What's the deal jumping on people like that? You're never gonna make friends that way. I'm pretty sure you can... Yeah, there you go. Too high? Too low? Maybe you died. Nope. Just moved further back than I thought. That was a beautiful wall of air, by the way. There was a projectile, like, seconds from hitting me, and I just wiped... And I couldn't deal with that while also dealing with... Why did I do this? I don't know. Also dealing with the Axeman. So, I was like, whatever, just put down a wall of air. It's the only thing I can spend mana on, and right then it was useful, so good job, Alan. Good job not hoarding everything forever. It does consume a large amount of my mana, right? There, come on. One more time? I have a maximum of 125 and it costs 100. So I can't use it super freely, obviously, but anytime it would be useful, like, please feel free. Here's some lore. So there's, like, this character is some sort of rebel against the owners of this castle, who are, I don't know. For some reason, the upper class, like, high-powered nobles / warriors in this universe were called estuaries, which I don't know why. Maybe we'll find out later. And the boss of this area, the Lemek, or whatever his name is, was an estuary. Can't shoot that high, makes sense. Not at the right angle. Am I still not taking any damage? Is that accurate? Ranger OP, except when it's not. Nice crits. And oh, this game is like $25 on Steam, I think. And since it just came out today at the time, or maybe yesterday at the time of this recording, I don't remember whether it was today or yesterday. For you, a couple days ago, it's on sale for $20. I put this on my wish list a while ago when it went into early access. I don't generally like buying early access games. What is this? Lotus Petal or Serrated? I don't want this, I think. If it's gonna like damage me when I use my weapon or something, I'd rather not. So your weight class affects okay, fine. The lighter the armor you're wearing, the more resolve you start with like a base of 100%, and then more added to that if you're wearing light weapons, or the lighter your weapons are, the more you get. And you spend resolve when you choose to take those kind of not quirks exactly, but I mean they're called relics. But how exactly would I describe what they are? I don't know. They're changes to your playstyle or effects that you can't choose from out in the castle. You have to get them. There's nothing up here. Why? What? Why is this room? Hello? Okay. Whoa, jeez, what am I even doing? I was paying so much attention to the guy down there that I forgot about these things. Anyway, so you lose resolve when you take those, and you get more resolve if you wear less equipment. So it's kind of a trade-off, like... Oh, you can go into resolve debt, and not debt, because you can never pay it back. You can spend, like... If your resolve goes below 100%, your max HP is reduced, so... You can still take more stuff. But it's like a trade-off. Do you want more health, or do you want more cool abilities? And you can adjust that trade-off as well by how much armor you wear. If you would rather like get lots of these things and wear less heavy armor, like go for it. Alright, so what is this? Weighted anklet. I took this one. I'm trying to remember what it was. Was this the... This is the cursed one, right? Where like the next thing that hits you is fatal, but if you kill 6 enemies, then it gets taken off and you get a bonus instead. No one is truly alone. I don't know, let's see what Soul Tether is. It's worth 45. Seems good. I have lots of resolve to spare, right? Every 5 seconds, your next weapon attack deals bonus magic down. Okay, that's kind of nice. And this guy's like, oh, you got that relic. So if we leave through here, that's the next area, which we're not going to really explore right now. I'd rather finish up the castle than go through Axis Mundi. What is this about again? I forget. There's some lore here telling you why. Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? The excuse me, had to sneeze there. I remember the third heirloom that I got was actually in this area. So I guess we've gotten the 2. What? Hard to search for secrets? Oh, that one, yes. Let's try and remember what the buttons even do. Oh, this is the place where you get that heirloom. Right. So I think there's only 2 that you can get from the main area. And then maybe 2 in the next and 2 in the next, or who knows. Yeah. So this was a platforming puzzle that had me a little bit surprised. And I was like, oh yeah, it's reminding me to think about these routes. And you can, boop, jump off them. And get up this way. And so we want to get over there. But we can't. So you can't jump this high. But over to the right, there's more stuff. And this is like, by the way, remember thinking about the stuff, I guess. Oh, I fricked it. Alright, does it grow back? Yes. Alright. Oh, are you kidding me? Alright. Well, we can just get there again. Yeah, why is that there? I don't understand. So we'll just hug the wall. I was a little worried there was something dangerous along the wall that I'd forgotten, so I didn't hug the wall. But this gives us the ability that when we use our air kick thing, it recharges your dash. And also there's like these other kinds of resonant objects which you can hit somehow, that exist somehow. I didn't get much further in this area after getting the skill, so I didn't get to make use of it very much. No, I'm dead now. I'm dead now. Right, I made this mistake a few times. The thing that I always forget is that when you go through one of those like two-way, or that teleporter thing, it does not reset your dash. So you have to go through here, hit that, and then go through here. So you have a dash when you get out on the other side to go there. Okay. I always forget there's knockback from using your bow. Which seems ridiculous, but I could have been patient, obviously, and waited. But anyway, there's chicken right there, so. Oh, this is an easy one as an archer, huh? Hit all the targets, which you could do using your cool ability, but you can also just cheese it if you're an archer. On the other hand, fighting this guy was a lot easier when I had a weapon that could attack through walls. What the hell do I do about this guy? Oh, sure. Idiot. Take that. Oh, and that's a guy that can only be damaged by using your kick ability, or here's another, I guess, yeah. Okay, I'm still bad. Oh! I didn't see the nightmare. Oh, it pulses when you go in. That's kind of a nice reminder. Oops. Yep, that's not how that works. That isn't either. There you go. That's what you're meant to do. I'll come down more slowly, just in case there's something spooky down here, although I don't think there is. I guess I'm a ranger, not an archer. Anyway, I wishlisted the game on Steam like 9 months ago or something. Okay, it's the end. But I didn't buy it. I try to discourage buying early access games, but I'm sort of flexible on that stance. Basically, it's like, I don't appreciate when companies release hot steaming garbage, call it early access, and then, like, now that you've paid for it, why should they bother fixing it? But, you know, if there's a game that's already good, and they're releasing it and calling it early access, then, like, that's fine. I don't mind buying that. You know, Factorio was that way for a long time. I had fun. Factorio is definitely a good game. I kind of, like, didn't have the temperament to play it for that long. I played long enough to grind out a single rocket, despite not really, like, knowing what I was doing. And I played with Aliens Off because that just seemed like not what I was looking for in a building and engineering game. I didn't really need enemies. I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I would have enjoyed it more if I played with aliens, but I didn't. Anyway. But the point is, Factorio was in early access for a very long time, and with I hit jump. You guys will have to believe me on that one. And it was a very good game, despite, like, not being supposedly finished. And so that's kind of early access game where I'm like, sure, buy it. And so, like, what was Rogue Legacy? Where does it fall in that spectrum? The reviews on it, when it was first released in early access, were not very good. So I was like, you know what? I just won't get it. If they make a good second game, if they make the second game good, then I'll buy it. But it sounds like so far they haven't. So I waited, and they released it in 1.0 just the other day, and Wait, was there an exit up? No. They released 1.0, and I went and checked the reviews, and the reviews were much better. So I was like, alright, I'll give it a try. And so far I like it. You know, just kind of... Where am I going? I guess I wanted to go... down here, huh? Is that where I just came from and I'm like a big idiot for having come this way? I need to go down... Yeah, I guess it is. Which path is easier? I think I'm just going to go to the right here rather than have to mess with those stupid roots and bouncy spikes. And there should be... I guess I already took the chicken from this room. I think there's a chicken in boss rooms. This is the way I want to go, is that correct? That is incorrect. I want to go over here. Oh, what a sick crit. Beautiful timing, beautiful aim. Oh, another one! Mid-air, no-scope, 360. I hit them both? Sorry, what's my, like, weird... Did I get a cool... I know I got a cool thing. Lotus Petal. Ah, right. Soul Tether. Every 5 seconds, your next weapon attack deals extra bonus damage to nearby enemies. If I wait around, does that charge? Or can I see it charging somehow? So I do that. It should be off now. I don't see any indicator on my character that that's happening, but I assume it is, right? Oh, okay. Well, nope, don't shoot those. Those are the way up. And from here, down. Do my arrows pierce through enemies? I think they do, actually. And I guess when they explode on every enemy. That's kind of nice. I'm a little nervous about that guy. Let's just come up here where he's no problem. Oh, there's a chest in the top left. Let's go get that before we move on to the next area. Almost have enough mana. I guess I actually did have enough mana to block that, but it was easy enough to just get out of the way. Shooting that guy for target practice. Well, I mean, sure. This is how we died last time. I don't see how that could be a problem. I don't like the looks of that. At least it's just one big guy that we can sort of stay pretty far away from with relatively little danger. Oh, you know what? I should, at least use that to get a little extra damage on him. Oh! Loading up my arrow slowed my fall down enough that that guy got me. Whoops. Obviously I knew that happened, but I sort of forgot in the heat of the moment. Okay, so it was just the one fight. I thought we were going to have several fights like we did last time. But I guess this time they tried to just give me one tough fight. Okay. I'm going to head down here because there should be a chicken. But we're not going into the basement or whatever it is. That ain't a chicken. What the hell? That's how we could get down into hell if we really wanted to, but we would be super, super dead. Yeah, take me to the boss room, I guess. Actually, wait a minute. Didn't I leave? I might have left the treasure chest in this room. Nope. And what is this? To the right of me is a unique chamber. I guess we went there already. Who knows what that's about? We want to go east and south. I guess let's just clear out this little area first. Yeah, really nothing here. I'm not even gonna bother trying to track down that coin. I guess down, this is likely to be a dead end. So here we learn about Lamech, an estuary, and he's mad that his estuary friends don't think they should kill everybody. Sort of the details on that are unimportant. Wow, what a shot! It was a crit and also the kind of 5-turn cooldown thing. 5-second cooldown thing. And it was when I just like walked into the room, there's a guy in front of me. I was like, oh, quick draw, blast his ass off. All right, there is actually a tiny bit of extra room over here. I think we'll just go like check out the boss. We'll clearly die, but I don't know. Thought it might be cool to show off the boss. Where am I going now? Up and right. And He's what is he, a spell sword? He's one of the classes from the original game. Yeah, the first spell sword, indeed. Oh! I need to stand closer to him so I can see the attacks that are coming. Okay, just really, really bad at dodging there. Paying too much attention into hitting him. Not enough to, like, getting out of the way. And not even doing a good job of hitting him. But I feel like Ranger would actually be pretty good against him, because one of the attacks I was having trouble dodging was one where he shoots out, like, a big old horizontal beam and then holds it for a while, so you have to, like, jump over his head and dash over him. Whereas with the Ranger, you could just jump and then, like, put down a platform in midair for a bit. So that might be kind of nice. Anyway, there you go. So that's Rogue Legacy 2. I think that's probably the only video we're going to have, but if this looked fun, you could go buy it if you want. As always, I remain completely unsponsored by anyone. You know, if someone wants to give me, you know, a few $1,000 to say your game is good, I might do it, or I might not. But anyway, so no need to worry that that my influence, my influence has been bought. Anyway, so there you go. That's Rogue Legacy 2. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.